They tell me he preyed on girls with developmental disorders, but first had to get to them, so he dated women with young girls.
The 11-year-old told detectives Farbs started repeatedly raping her at age 10 and then threatened to kill her if she told.
She knew it was wrong. She knew what was happening to her was wrong, but she didn't understand. And then obviously the pregnancy, she had no clue that the two were even related. She went to school pregnant in elementary.
Hi, this is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional and neither is this story. So look, 40-year-old Eric was sentenced to life in prison for raping and impregnating his 10-year-old stepdaughter. So look, according to the reports, the girl went to the doctor complaining of stomach pains and swelling. No one had any idea she was 21 weeks pregnant. She had just turned 11 years old. The girl told detectives she had been raped by Eric, and it had not been just a one-time thing. It had been going on for some time, and as far as she could remember, at least a year. She said she was 9, about to turn 10 when it first started. Police said Eric also admitted to getting a 15-year-old girl pregnant who later had a miscarriage, and he also admitted to fondling another young girl.
Huge victory in court.
40-year-old Eric Farbs will spend the rest of his life behind bars after raping a then 10-year-old family member and getting her pregnant. 2 News reporter Liz Bryant found she's not the only victim and not the only relative. Liz joins us now with new information. Liz?
Well, Russ, detectives tell me Farbs, they know of 3 of his victims in this case, a 10-year-old, 13-year-old, and 14-year-old. They tell me he preyed on girls with developmental disorders, but first had to get to them, so he dated women with young girls.
Presented to the DA's office.
Detective Kathy Steele has worked the last year here at Tulsa's Justice Center to put this man, Eric Farbs, behind bars.
This is a difficult job, so when I get news like this, it's just very, very rewarding. It makes it all worthwhile.
Detective Steele met Farbs' latest rape victim in April after she complained of abdominal pains and swelling. A pediatrician found she was 21 weeks pregnant. The 11-year-old told detectives Farbs started repeatedly raping her at age 10 and then threatened to kill her if she told.
She knew it was wrong. She knew what was happening to her was wrong, but she didn't understand. And then obviously the pregnancy, she had no clue that the two were even related.
Detective Steele says this case is infuriating because Farbs could have been stopped. A few years before, he got his then girlfriend's 13-year-old daughter pregnant, and a judge reduced that to a misdemeanor. Then Farbs dated another woman and married her, and is now charged with inappropriately touching 2 girls inside that home.
If something would have been done the first time or even the second time, maybe she would not be in the situation she's in today and will be affected for the rest of her life by.
As for his latest victim, after many complications, the now 12-year-old gave birth 2 months early. She's now raising her baby with the help of family.
She went to school pregnant in elementary, so her friends and everybody that she's associated with, I'm sure, are aware of what happened to her. So, I mean, I'm sure it will be definite long-term. She's definitely going to need some counseling, probably for the rest of her life.
And detectives tell me they immediately matched the baby's DNA back to Farbs. DHS is closely monitoring that family. Liz Bryant, 2 News, works for you.
Listen, this might catch some of you females by surprise what I'm about to say, but just check this out. Every man that shows interest in you ain't interested in totally being with you. Some men are interested in the children that's living with you. This is why you gotta talk to your daughters. This is why you have to keep an open line of communication between you and them. And look, don't think just because you got 3 boys, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because they could get violated too. This man purposely looked for single mothers who had kids with disability problems. And I bet the red flags was there all along. Say, baby, I'm kind of tired. Me and the girls just gonna stay here. You go to the store by yourself. Take your time. Get your nails done while you out there. You deserve it. You work hard. You a good woman. And you so in love with the idea of having a man in your life, you can't even see that your 10-year-old daughter walking around here pregnant. Men like this only do what they allowed to do. This is why he has a preference. He's not just randomly picking any single parent. Men can sense when a woman is desperate. When a woman walks around with low self-esteem, a man could smell it on her. This is why I tell people, find out who you are before somebody tell you who you are.